I heard that Indonesia is looking into banning video games. They are looking into banning a lot of the online games as a whole. So I'm not sure if it's going to be possible or not, but I do think that if it's possible, if Indonesia can do it, other countries will look at it and try to follow suit, right? Because you guys know what's happening right now, right? Every single country is starting to put restrictions into online stuff, right? You need a Face ID or like scan your face or log in with some sort of ID to be able to play games nowadays, right? You guys are aware of that. That's happening in UK, that's happening in EU. You might think that, oh, this doesn't affect me, it's other country. Trust me, if your government sees this, it works for other countries, they will want to implement it too. Because most government, they want the same thing. And that's to be able to control the citizens, right? That's life, right?
One of the world's biggest gaming markets.
Yo, what game is that? Yo, I used to play this, Mobile
wants
Legends.
to ban one of the world's most popular
Ban
games.
the game. My son is 9 years old. Yo, why is he playing?
As Indonesia reckons with the ill effects of
Yo, why is his kid playing that game? That game is not for kids, alright? You cannot play that. Actually, what game is that?
Ini yang kemudian menjadi bagian dari mereka terjerat.
Okay, it's too much. It's too much.
Adalah judi online tadi.
Okay.
The country is now considering a slew of restrictions
Restriction
around
time?
gaming content and gadget use.
Yo, why is he
Kalau
sitting on the
sampai
floor?
terlalu banyak terjadi kekerasan di dalam atau grooming,
Grooming. Grooming. Yo, your girlfriend and that's you. Grooming. Okay, this is too much. You don't play this game and grooming, alright? This is too much.
hal-hal yang merusak mental anak di dalam ruang.
Oh shoot. So they are dating. They are dating in the game. Okay, this is very dangerous, guys. This is this is like you know how it is, right? Roblox. Roblox is very dangerous. Alright, if you guys want to play Roblox, be careful. Alright, there's a lot of stuff happening.
Digital ini harus ada punishment-nya dong.
Punishment for
With
what?
more than half of Indonesia's population professing to be gamers,
Really?
what harm is gaming causing to Indonesian society?
Oh shit.
Or is it
AI
a
girlfriend.
convenient scapegoat?
Tapi kalau ditanyain sebenarnya game-game yang dimainin sama
Okay,
anak Indonesia yang rusak
that's very
itu
interesting,
gimana
right?
sih? Apakah game
Roblox
yang
is
dibuat
serious,
oleh
man.
developer Indonesia atau game yang
Everybody
dibuat
is
oleh
playing
developer
Roblox.
dari luar sana?
Look at that. Gaming. Is that a game? I wonder if it's actually going to happen, right? Will they actually ban it? Okay, what about this kid? Roblox is full of slop.
Bentar ayo mandi dulu, masih seru. Berapaan sih?
Did the son just say I'm busy? Stop asking me to shower, I'm busy. Uh-oh.
Ini nih, kejar-kejar.
Ya mandi dulu kan bisa ditaruh dulu.
Shower first, okay? Shower first.
Mau nanti kalah.
No,
Bintang
Roblox is
Alvin
more important.
Jr., or Vin, is 9 years old.
Damn.
He's in the 3rd year of elementary school.
It's over, guys. 9 years old. 9 years old, already addicted to Roblox. Alright? If you are 9 years old and you don't even want to shower, your mom asks you to shower, you don't even want to shower, I think it's over at that point. Right? Let's be honest. It's over at that point. Right?
He loves playing Roblox.
What game is this? Why is he yellow?
Pulang sekolah, biasanya suka main Roblox.
After school, play Roblox.
Roblox is an online platform that allows players to create and share games,
Okay.
as well as play those made by others.
Fair.
You build games using blocks, which you can think of like virtual Lego bricks.
The parents is the
We
problem.
tried to get Vin to explain Roblox to us.
Okay, he's gonna
but
explain
as you can
Roblox.
see, he was a little preoccupied.
Yo, you can jump at people and kill them? Okay.
Vin lives with his parents and 2 brothers in Indonesia's capital, Jakarta. His father works long
I've been to Jakarta before. It's insane, man. Like over there, you want to cross the road. Oof, good luck. The motorbikes. Luckily, I didn't get into accident, but oh my god, it's actually really, really scary, man. Over there, like I feel like the rules feels like it's not enforced. Like the cars just go, and the bikes just go however they want, right? It's kind of insane.
hours as a car park supervisor. Vin's mother
So
is a
basically, it's like
housewife. On some
The
days,
housewife,
he
okay.
spends up to 8 hours
8
playing
hours?
Roblox on his phone.
8 hours Roblox as a 9-year-old. All of the entire Roblox family. So he plays Roblox. I don't know how old is this kid. He's soon to be a Roblox expert as well, right?
Ya dia udah kecanduan gamenya
Okay.
tuh beberapa
8 hours, man.
udah sekitar 2 tahunan lebih lah.
2 years.
Sejak dia SD. Sejak dia udah kenal main HP segala macam kan.
He has been playing a lot of games since he got a hold of mobile phone. Why buy a mobile phone for them though, right? I guess you have to, right? If you are a parents nowadays, you have to buy mobile phone for your kids, right? How can you, like, if every kid at school has phone and your kid don't have phone, that's kind of weird, right? That's like a child abuse, right? So you have to buy phone for your kid. Make sure you buy Xbox as well and buy PlayStation as well, right? I think that's the rule nowadays.
Sebenarnya bukan ngebiarin ya. Awalnya sih cuman ya
I thought there's no
main
harm in playing with a mobile phone,
HP aja gitu. Ya, tapi karena
but perhaps
dia
it has something to do with being a
mungkin
housewife.
karena saya juga apa kan namanya ibu rumah tangga ya. Jadi kayak udah capek jadi
I got
kayak
exhausted after the whole day wrestling with
udahlah gitu.
housework.
Jadi saya udah seharian bergaul sama di rumah gitu. Jadi kadang ngebiarinnya itu bukan
I
ngebiarin.
think it's fine to let him play. I mean, like, I think it's fine. Where's the father? The father is working, man. The father is working. The mother is a housewife. But the mother is wrestling with housework, so no time, right? So I think that's just how it is, right? Lazy mom, whoa. Yo, calm down, alright?
Berarti mengabaikan anak ini untuk main game terus.
Okay.
Masih saya masih tetap dia main HP-nya dia.
I remind him to stop playing his mobile phone.
Sana lagi main
Play
gitu
with
kan.
his friends
Sana lagi main sama
outside.
temennya gitu segala macam.
Friends? Friends? What do you mean play with friends? Does she know? Does she know if the son has friends or not? Not everybody has friends, right? When you play Roblox, you sacrifice friends. Yo, what is this?
Roblox was launched in 2006.
Okay.
It now has more than 110 million daily active users globally.
Okay, that's a lot, man.
The majority are children and teens.
Wow.
The game allows users to create their own virtual environments, from original games
That's why everybody
to
likes this game.
scenes from television shows or places of interest.
Roblox.
In Indonesia, it has surged in popularity.
It's famous in
because
Indonesia.
of games modeled after real-world locations.
Oh, really?
Such as Mount Bromo in East Java.
There's such thing as Mount Bromo, is it? Volcano eruption. Ah.
Now, the Indonesian government may want to pull the plug
Oh,
on
shoot.
Roblox.
Violent?
It says the
Headshot.
platform hosts
Oh my
games
God, there's
that are
blood.
deemed violent. There are also complaints of gameplay that feature sexually
Uh-oh.
suggestive behavior and adult-themed roleplay.
Uh-oh.
Bisa
Grooming,
seharian berhenti.
You can't be
kalau
doing that
belum
in
ada,
Roblox.
lowbat handphonenya. Dia belum
You cannot do
berhenti.
that, right? There's
Kalau
kids.
dia lagi tidur, aku cek HP-nya.
Okay.
Aku lihat
I will check the chat history.
Chatnya dia. Ya masih aman sih.
So far
kalau
it's okay.
dari
I don't
yang
detect messages
kayak dari
which are likely
itu
coming
nggak
from-
ada. Cuman ya gitu bahasa.
Wait, what? Coming
Kalau
from
untuk dari yang
pedophiles?
Kayak dari pedofil itu.
Oh my goodness. So the mom checked the message in case the son talked to pedophiles. Man, you gotta be careful, man. The mom has to make sure, right? Like if you're a mom or you're a dad, you have to make sure. Pedos do I guess they do, right? Yeah, that's how it is, right? It's very scary, right? Sometimes that
Nggak
do
ada.
be
Cuman,
happening.
Ya gitu bahasa
Words used
mereka
in the
tuh
chats are harsh.
kasar-kasar. Apa sih kayak
They
ya
are rude
pokoknya
words.
kasar lah.
They are rude words in Roblox indeed, right? Sometimes people just randomly type the N word. And then now you're a kid, right? Imagine you're 8-year-old. You'll be like, okay, what is this word? N word. So now you start using it as well, right? Because this is how kids learn the bad words. Alright, you gotta be careful, right? Especially in Roblox. Everybody use these kind of rude words, inappropriate.
Gitu. Bahasanya nggak pantas gitu.
Main peke hoya. What?
Indonesia is considering a ban on the online game because of these concerns among parents. Veronica Tan is the deputy minister.
Okay, no. I disagree. I don't think they should ban online games just because parents are concerned, right? I don't think it's fair. Sure, I think parents should regulate it more, right? At the end of the day, this is just going to be how it is, right? Ban kids, ban the parents first. It's a very complicated topic, right? Because at the end of the day, I understand that parents want government to do this extra step to make sure that the parents can hands-free and let the kids do things without the parents constantly checking. I get it, it's like convenient for you as a parent, but at the same time, now it's going to affect everyone else, right? So it's like, yeah, that's going to be a problem.
Women empowerment and child protection.
Child protection.
Children's well-being is among the ministry's top priorities.
Okay.
Jadi ini sebenarnya menjadi sebuah urgency.
There's an
memang,
urgency because of
karena
worries
kita
that our
takut
children
anak
are
kita belum
not
ready.
well prepared.
Tadinya awal Roblox itu kan
Roblox was
sincere,
created with sincere
itu benar-benar
intentions.
memberikan ruang
It provides a
bermain
space for
kepada
children
anak
from all over the world to play.
seluruh dunia.
Yo, they're all playing together Roblox party. All right, this is what you do nowadays. Used to be you play football, you play I guess you play with rocks. But in 2025, you invite everybody and play Roblox together. Roblox party, all right?
Tapi
This is how it
lama-lama
looks
itu
like.
kan menjadi tempat
I like it,
feeding,
I like it.
karena yang
Roblox
masuk itu kan
game.
harusnya satu umur yang kecil.
It's supposed to be a space for
Tapi
children.
ketika kita bisa membatasi yang
We can
kecil,
impose
kan kita
restrictions
nggak
on
bisa
children, but
membatasi yang
not
gede.
the adults. True.
Roblox is just the latest target. Last April, Indonesia announced a plan to block online games that contain violence, sex, and gambling.
Uh-oh. They're going to block anything that contains violence, sex, and gambling. I wonder if gacha games are going to be brown dust too. Uh-oh. Most gacha games are under this thing, right? Gacha games, like every gacha game is gambling. So literally, wow. If Indonesia actually goes through with this, I think other countries might actually follow, right?
There have also been calls to curb gaming to address addiction.
Addiction.
But Indonesia is facing a dilemma.
Yo, what is he doing? Why would you hold your... Who holds the phone like that? He hold the phone like that? Is that even comfortable? I'm not sure if that's the... What game is he
Gaming
playing?
is a potentially lucrative sector, generating
That's not-
billions of
something
US
is wrong.
dollars in revenue for the industry.
Yeah, this is how you hold your phone, right? Your thumb... His fingers is like weird, man. So I don't know what game he's playing, right?
Crackdowns on games could chill the sector.
Oh,
Game
that's the
itu
guy
udah
that
jadi
hooks.
generasi sekarang itu menjadi sebuah
It's a trend and everyone
di
can
mana
play.
Semua orang pasti akan main gitu loh. Karena udah handheldnya orang
Almost
semua pasti
everyone
punya
now has
HP.
mobile phones.
Itu
True.
impactnya adalah terhadap si 30 triliun itu ya sebenarnya market yang sangat besar. Cuma sebenarnya kreator-kreator
Wait, 1.8 billion in Indonesia, is it?
ya handheldnya orang semua pasti punya HP. Itu impactnya adalah terhadap
So the market value in Indonesia
si 30
for gaming,
triliun itu
1.8
ya sebenarnya
billion.
market yang
That's a
sangat
lot.
besar. Cuma sebenarnya kreator-kreator
Not million,
Indonesia yang
billion.
berhasil making money di Roblox itu
Making
nggak pernah
money with
di-highlight.
Roblox, I like
Jadi
it.
mungkin success story-nya ini udah tertutup dengan berita-berita negatif.
negative press
Indonesia
overshadow.
has the fourth largest number of gamers in the world, estimated to be about 154 million players.
Wait, Indonesia has the fourth largest gamers in the world. Number one is China, I think. China, number one. Number two, Japan. Number three? What's number three? India. Really? India, is it? A lot of gamers in US? I'm not, is it US? Is there a lot of gamers in US though? India, number two. Norway is Singapore, man. Singapore population is not that big. I mean, it's India has a large population, but is there a lot of gamers though? We're not talking about population, we're talking about gamers. We're talking about gamers. This is a lot of gamers, right? Somebody that plays games, all right? We're not talking Candy Crush. No. Candy Crush don't count. Roblox. It has to be at least Roblox to be counted as a gamer.
Around 55% of the country's
55%,
population.
more than half.
The spread of online gaming
my
among
goodness.
Indonesia's young is a relatively
That's-
new phenomenon.
Yo, look at everywhere you see is a Roblox party. Everywhere is a Roblox party.
In 2018, about 4 in 10 children between the ages of 7 and 17 were connected to the internet.
Okay, that's good.
By 2023, that jumped to almost 3/4 of children having web access.
So almost every kid has a phone now, right? Almost every kid has a phone. In 2023, 75% of kids have phones. So I think in 2025, 2026, 90% of kids have phones.
Jadi sebenarnya kalau kita ngomongin market game
If you
itu
talk about the
sendiri,
market
itu
for
memang di
games
tuh
in Indonesia
market
is very
yang sangat
adaptive.
ya, gitu. Jadi ada
We will
teknologi
absorb whatever
baru
technology
apa
and trends
diserap,
available.
ada tren baru apa juga diserap gitu ya.
Fair.
Ditambah juga
Roblox is a trend.
banyak orang di Indonesia ini kan muda ya, gitu.
Many young
generasi
people in
muda,
Indonesia
gitu.
help
Jadi
contribute to the
memang
absorption of
otomatis
new
pasti,
things.
penyerapan terhadap hal-hal barunya itu jadinya besar.
Kemudian menanjak sangat signifikan ketika
Yo, what? There's COVID there? Wait, what's happening? They are still scanning the forehead? This is what happened during COVID though, right? Are they still doing... Online gaming spiked significantly with the onset of COVID-19.
ketika ada COVID-19. Ketika itu orang hanya ada di rumah.
People confined to their
kemudian
homes
juga,
rely heavily on the internet to carry out their activities.
Aktivitasnya banyak di internet, kemudian mereka
They were exposed to
terpapar
advertisements for
iklan
game
untuk
A, game B.
A, game B dan sebagainya yang pada akhirnya mereka
Led to
mencoba
them
untuk
to play the games to pass the
bermain
time.
tersebut
Fair?
untuk meluangkan
Right?
waktu.
But as online gaming exploded among
Okay.
the young, it has brought about a multitude of concerns.
What's-
Addiction.
Addiction.
among them.
Addiction, guys.
Kalau dilihat durasi main gamenya
He
sama
spends more
belajarnya
time
lebih
playing
banyak
games than studying.
main gamenya lah. Belum, karena
It's not like I haven't
udah
thought
pernah
about
gini, "Sini, ntar
confiscating."
HP-nya bunda ambil.
Uh-oh. The mom is thinking about it. She thought of confiscating his mobile phone.
Ya. Karena udah ngebayangin dia pasti bakalan
I'm worried he
nangis.
will get
Karena
angry.
Saya
It's hard for me
punya adik ya, jadi untuk
because I have to take
jadi
care of the
apa sih
baby brother too.
Untuk menghadapi tantrumnya dia tuh.
I can't bear to deal with his tantrums. This, you never mess with the kid's tantrum, guys. I seen on Twitter, like a mom took the kid's iPad, right? And then the mom went out to market and then come back. The entire house, oh my goodness. The TV smashed, the table got destroyed. So the kid, you never take a kid's iPad away. Alright? Trust me, I've seen so many videos on Twitter. You take a kid's iPad away, the kid there's big revenge coming from the kid, right? Like that's just you gotta be careful, man. You don't just take people's iPad away, right? So you gotta be careful with stuff like that.
Aduh,
Gara-gara selalu
I stay up late to upgrade my games.
ikut update yang sampai
It happens until the
hampir
middle of the
malam.
night.
Tengah malam. Jadi kayak nggak fokus kalau belajar.
Hard for me to focus at school.
Belajar gimana tuh jadinya? Tapi
Oh, there's a cat there.
Ya sedih, takut nggak naik kelas gara-gara nilai kecil.
Oh damn.
Gaming addiction has become a global concern.
Gaming
The
addiction,
World
guys.
Health Organization formally included gaming disorder as an addictive behavior in 2018.
Is it really a
It's
thing?
defined as a dysfunctional gaming pattern, both online and offline.
PUBG.
But what causes such
PUBG.
addiction?
PUBG.
Ini yang menjadi pertanyaan sebetulnya.
Why do
Kenapa
people become
orang
addicted?
menjadi kecanduan itu sebetulnya karena
Okay.
sepengetahuan
In
saya
my opinions,
gitu
the games
karena
are created
memang dibuat sedemikian menarik sampai kemudian
to be so appealing and tease your curiosity. Addictive, like gacha games.
orang itu
Make
menjadi
sense.
penasaran. Tapi saya ingat dulu ada mahasiswa
One of my
kami,
students spend time at internet cafes.
duduk di warnet ya dalam rangka untuk
Yo,
melakukan kajian.
he's so young. He's already going to cyber cafe. I feel like cyber cafe should have age limit, right? They definitely should have age limit. Like if you're like, you can't go to cyber cafe if you're 5 years old. I don't know how old this kid is, right? But I feel like because cyber cafe is where people like say the slurs, right? They say the slurs, right? You hear people screaming a lot of that in cyber cafes. You don't want kids to be there, right? That's the last place for any kids to be.
Kenapa orang sampai berlama-lama
Sat there for
di
hours.
warnet begitu ya?
Base
Tapi
kid.
yang terus kemudian menjadi ironis adalah
That's
mahasiswa
the-
saya
he
itu
himself
akhirnya
become
jadi
addicted to
kecanduan.
games.
Dan akhirnya
Failed to
skripsinya
complete
tidak
thesis.
selesai dan dia akhirnya DO.
Yo,
Di
what?
DO.
Vin previously threw a tantrum when his
Yo, what's
friends
happening?
threatened to kick him out of a game. Tantrums could be a telltale sign of an addiction.
Oh shit.
Salah satunya adalah tindak emosional.
The friend threatened to kick him out from Roblox game. Damn.
Perilaku yang sangat emosional ketika mereka dilarang.
Very emotional, very
maka
emotional.
Yang ditunjukkan adalah
Like if a friend
kemarahan.
threatened to kick you out
Karena
from a game,
kebutuhan atau keinginannya tidak
like it
bisa
makes you
disalurkan.
uneasy, right?
Meanwhile, Vin's parents are at their wits' end with his gaming addiction.
Dia tuh minta bangunin jam 3 pagi ya.
Once he asked me to wake him up at 3 a.m.
Itu saya tanya ngapain dia bangun.
I asked him why he told me that.
Bangun jam 3. Terus kata dia, aku mau update.
He had to upgrade
game,
one of the games. Brain rot.
Udah ada pikiran.
Wait, what? Wait, is that a real thing, guys? Wait, brain rot is a thing?
Terus kata dia, aku mau update.
Wait, did he just like, Mom, wake me up at 3 o'clock? Alright, 3 o'clock, there's a patch for brain rot. Alright. Is that actually, what? And the mom is okay with it?
Ini udah game brain rot. Udah ada pikiran. Cuman
I
saya
think
kan
about taking him to a doctor.
Tahu ya, maksudnya dokter mana gitu.
Which doctor?
Udah gitu nggak ngerti ini loh, maksudnya.
I want to take him to a good hospital for counseling. Wait, hospital is for counseling? I'm so confused. What hospital is for counseling? Okay, first of all, I'm going to be honest, right? I think the mom is sort of enabling this, right? If your mom is if the son say, "Hey, mom, wake me up at 3 o'clock, all right, in the morning. I need to play this game Brain Rot or update patch for Brain Rot or whatever," and you as the mother enables that, I feel like you are the problem, right? Like, you know, she seemed like a nice lady for sure, right? But at the end of the day, you know, being a parent is more than that, right? I feel like when you enable your kid that way, you gotta be able to set them straight, man. These are like 9-year-old kids. How would they know what's right and what's wrong? That's what you are there for as the mother or as the father, as a parent. You are there to guide them and tell them, okay, no, this is too much, right? You cannot. What do you mean wake up 3 o'clock in the morning? You have I don't know if you have school next day or something, right? But at the end of the day, right, you have to guide them in the right path, man. Not going this brain rot. Like what brain rot?
Harus dibawanya ke rumah sakit mana gitu yang bagus gitu.
Hospital counseling.
Vin's story is repeated across Indonesia, where the Ministry of Health now considers gaming disorders a public health concern.
Gaming disorders.
And there is a more sinister side of gaming beyond addiction.
Oh my goodness, this is serious, guys. They're gonna ban everything. Something that rights your brain. What is this in the hospital now?
Isa Multazam Noor is a psychiatrist
at he's the expert.
Merdeka Hospital in Jakarta.
This is the expert psychiatrist.
It's run by Aneka Tambang, a state-owned mining company.
Mining?
He's been treating people with addictions for the past 10 years.
Okay.
Kalau misalnya kita bicara tentang
behavioral addictions concern individuals who depend on certain activities.
Ada kecenderungan dari individu tersebut untuk bergantung kepada aktivitas yang dia melakukan gitu. Misalnya di sini
online games.
Jadi kayak
heavy dependency on the
games terhadap permainan gamesnya.
Wow.
Isa has noticed a spike in children and teens
a lot of children
that
and teens are
see him
playing
for gaming disorders.
Oh damn.
Tapi yang paling utama dari adiksi perilaku itu adalah ada kenaikan dari
so mostly is from people that play games, right?
Mungkin yang tadinya 1 jam,
1 hour.
Kemudian karena dia ada kebergantungan, ada
dependency on the games
kepada tadi permainan tersebut, akhirnya.
How many of you guys are like that? You're dependent on the game. I feel like this is not something that dependent on the game, huh? I feel like is that even a thing? So you are dependent on it, is it?
Lambat laun dia untuk mencapai kepuasan itu
to get the satisfaction
dengan level frekuensi main yang lebih tinggi lagi. Nah itu yang namanya addictive. Kalau untuk yang gejala tambahannya biasanya ke emosinya jadi
they cannot control their emotions.
Terus juga ada perilaku menentang.
There's also defiance.
Kemudian juga ada
people can become depressed.
Di beberapa orang itu jadinya malah moodnya depresi gitu.
Isa treats up to 3 outpatients a week.
3 patients a week, okay.
Parents who bring their children to see him usually share their concerns about education.
Betul sekali yang tadi dikatakan.
They don't want to go to school. No, you have to go to school, man.
Itu seperti
you have to go
to sekolah. menolak sekolah istilahnya.
They are too engrossed in their
lebih asik
games.
dengan gamenya itu bisa juga yang dikatakan.
Other behaviors include defying their parents, fighting back against their parents.
Dari perilaku-perilaku
That's what's happening.
Sampai menentang orang tua gitu, yang bahkan nggak segan-segan ya.
They won't hesitate to physically hit their parents. Damn. Wait, kids are hitting their parents now? Wow. Okay, over gaming. Okay, this is issue. This is serious, man. This is serious. All right, like this is why I say you cannot take kids' iPad away. Right? They are willing to hit you for it. So now you have to fight your own child, right?
A recent study of 616 junior high school students in Banda Aceh reveals that approximately 1/3 of adolescents suffer from gaming disorders.
1/3 suffer from
These
this.
include anxiety, changes in sleeping and eating habits, as well as poor academic achievement.
You can stop playing this game?
Rata-rata usia 12
Roblox game, is it?
16 tahun. Nah, itu kan usia yang menurut saya sebetulnya harusnya usia
should spend their time studying.
Ada sebagian kalangan yang sekarang merasa
Some believe there's no need to continue their studies to a higher level
ke pendidikan tinggi
because university graduates are in fact unemployed.
Sarjana aja menganggur.
Whoa.
But while games have been blamed for youthful indolence, perhaps it's the other way around.
The other way around.
People turn to distractions because
Wuthering! Yo, Wuthering is gonna get banned, is it? Yo, Shorekeeper DPS, is it? Let's go. This guy is not messing around. Wuthering player.
Their idol, Rahmat Eka Putra, lives with his parents in Bandung,
professional Wuthering player.
provincial capital of West Java.
Let's go.
At 39 years old,
39
he
years old.
is out of work and turns to online
Jobless.
games to pass the time.
Yo, 39 years old, jobless, play Wuthering.
Karena apa ya? Saya laki-laki dan
why is his phone so laggy?
Laki-laki satu-satunya di keluarga gitu, terus dia
I feel like I don't contribute anything to the family. Damn.
Rasa nggak bisa bantu apa-apa aja buat keluarga gitu. 2-3 tahun terakhir, iya.
Past 2 to 3 years whenever I play games,
pas waktu lagi main gamenya pun suka tiba-tiba
I ask myself about
gitu.
my own future.
Mau jadi apa nih ke depannya gitu.
Am I going to be like this for the rest of my life?
Rahmat spent 3 years at university to study economics. He dropped out in 2007 because he was distracted by
Wuthering
online
Wave is the best
games.
game, right?
For a few years,
That's just how it
Rahmat
is.
managed
Also,
to
what else
earn
is he
some
going to do? He
money
got no
as a
job.
professional gamer. But then he lost motivation.
Oh, he was a professional
Rahmat
gamer.
shelved a plan to run a business after the pandemic hit Indonesia.
Okay.
Itu ada kesenangan dalam
There's a
main
joy
game
in playing
juga.
games.
Jadi kayak ada kehidupan
Living
yang lain
in
aja
another
gitu.
world.
Itu makanya yang bikin kejadian
Perhaps why
mungkin
people are
dari situ
addicted
ya,
to online
karena
games.
Bisa ngebuat bahagia.
They give you
walaupun
joy
sedikit.
even if it's for a short time. I'm worried now that I've reached this age.
Karena saya udah umur segini belum jadi apa-apa kan gitu. Mau cari kerja
It's
pun
hard
udah
to find a
umur
job at
segini
this
susah.
age.
Terus belum bisa
I haven't been
bantu
able
orang
to make
tua
my parents
juga,
proud of
gitu.
me. See, the thing is because he has the option to not find a job because the parents are still supporting him. Because if he is in a position where he needs the money, he would have to do it, right? Because he is privileged, right? He just doesn't know it. Because I think the parents are still giving him money, or he's still allowed to live with his parents. So when you are in that comfort zone, most people will tend not to want to leave it, right? In a way. So that's just how it is, right? I think this comes down to parenting as well. I think the parents is also spoiling this particular person, even though he's 39 years old. In a way, the parents is allowing this to happen, right? Why is the parents letting, like, it's always the same thing, man. I don't think it's the gaming, man. You can't blame gaming. You cannot really blame gaming, right, at that point.
Indonesia has a relatively young population.
Young population.
What Vice President Gibran Rakabuming Raka called its demographic bonus.
Wow.
Demographic. Generasi produktif, generasi muda,
bigger population of young productive people.
Yang lebih besar, sehingga
this has significant impact on the direction of the country.
Dalam menentukan arah kemajuan. Ini adalah
this is our chance, our golden opportunity.
Ini adalah kesempatan emas kita.
Yet 16% of the more than 44 million Indonesians aged 15 to 24 are out of work.
16%
That's
are
according
jobless.
to government statistics. It's more than double the youth unemployment rate in Thailand and Vietnam.
Damn. That's a lot.
Di era digital ini sebetulnya banyak
I mean, to be fair, they have more population. So more population, when you compare to Thailand and what's the other country that they compare to, that one has less population, right? So of course, that's just how it is, right?
Namanya pekerjaan-pekerjaan yang kalau kita bicara tentang GIG ekonomi, bahwa pekerja yang di era
gig workers
GIG
are vulnerable.
ini gitu ya, itu justru rentan sebetulnya
because they don't have social protection.
Gitu. Apakah ada upaya-upaya memang
just chilling,
yang
drinking
bisa
tea right there?
menggiring ke arah bahwa kelompok muda yang produktif itu bisa menjadi bonus?
Demographic
Karena
bonus.
saya melihat sejak 10
I've seen
tahun
in the past 10
yang lalu
years
dia
could be the
dimungkinkan bisa
opposite.
justru menjadi disaster demografi.
Turn into demographic disaster.
Yang saya sayangkan adalah ketika
I'm concerned because we are approaching a demographic peak in 2029 to 2030.
29-30 bahkan kita sekarang sudah.
Although I would say it's already happening now.
Tapi belum puncak.
It's not reached the peak yet.
Sampai puncaknya itu kita berharap kualitas dari SDM.
We are hoping the quality of human resource in Indonesia has improved.
Nah, yang terjadi sekarang adalah kualitas SDM Indonesia.
It's on the decline for now.
Relatif menurun.
Don't say because of gaming, right?
Like Rahmat, Riris
Don't blame
Marbon
gaming.
nearly dropped out of university because of her addiction to online games.
Okay.
Bisa 3 hari itu nggak mandi tuh gara-gara main itu
for
sama
3
Mortal
days.
Kombat.
Mortal
Jadi itu
Kombat.
fighting game saya pernah hampir nggak selesai skripsi saya.
Failed to finish
Kalau
my
ibu
thesis.
saya tuh tidak
My mother hadn't
marah-marah.
scolded me.
Instead, Riris turned her hobby into a business after graduating. She is the Chief Executive Officer and founder of Game Changer Studio.
Oh, sure.
The company has developed more than 30 games
30
in the
games?
past 12 years. One of them was inspired by her own experience.
Yo, what game is this? Anyone play this? Anyone here know this game? I don't know any of this game. 19
My Lovely Daughter tuh game pertama saya di 2018.
My Lovely Daughter is my first game.
Itu sebenarnya menceritakan
In 2018.
bagaimana
Okay.
kadang-kadang orang tua memaksakan keinginannya kepada anaknya. Jadi yang namanya kecanduan sih pasti
Addiction
akan
is negative,
sangat
okay,
negatif
fair.
banget ya. Dan yang disalahin siapa? Sebenarnya sih pasti
It's the person
orangnya.
themselves.
Tapi dicari kan kenapa
But we need to
dia
look
bisa
for reasons
kecanduan.
why they could become
Apakah
addicted.
ada
Is there any
pembiaran?
negligence?
Sesayang-sayangnya sama anak kamu.
As much as you love your child,
Walaupun alasan dia apa,
you have to
aku
be
bisa
prepared to
jadi
teach
ini,
them a
bisa jadi
lesson.
lewat game ini.
True.
Bapak Ibu harus bersiap sih
True.
untuk
Parenting.
gebuk dia,
Parenting, man.
untuk tarik dia, untuk
Cure them from
nyebutin
addiction.
kecanduan itu. Dan itu
Big homework for
PR-nya gede
parents.
loh Bapak Ibu.
Wow.
In a survey by the
This lady
Indonesian
knows
Child
it.
Protection Commission, many say weak household rules around gadget use
Weak
are a risk
household rules.
factor for gaming addiction,
True.
placing the responsibility on parents.
True. Why is that kid in cyber cafe?
Jadi kayaknya tanggung jawab
Right.
pertama sih ya yang jadi garda terdepan untuk menjaga anak-anak nggak
Mobile Legends, man.
kekerasan, nggak kena
The first line of
seksual, nggak
defense
kena kemudian harassment,
against
nggak kena
SA
kemudian
harassment and
Itu
grooming
adanya di orang tua.
are the parents.
Makanya kalau anak-anak,
When it comes to
saya
educating
setuju bagaimana
children,
kita mendidik seperti orang tua lama, top down.
I agree with the old
Karena
way,
ada
which is
umur
top
tertentu
down.
sampai ketika dia umur 8 atau umur 9
Children within a certain age,
SD,
8 or 9,
dia harus menerima feeding
They
daripada
need
orang
guidance
tua.
from the parents.
Karena dia harus diisi dengan yang benar.
they need correct education from the
Tentu,
parents.
Orang tua balik lagi harus
True.
mempunyai waktu.
Definitely, right?
I'm also
Sleeper.
a father of 2 teenagers, 16 and 14.
Okay.
They spend most of their time online. It is very critical for parents to invest heavily in their digital well-being. It means you spend time, and it's very important. We must be able to listen more.
He knows. That guy knows, right? That guy, yeah, you gotta know what your kid's doing, right? Online. I think it's
But some
very important.
Indonesian parents may not be so well equipped to counsel their children.
Uh-oh.
After all, they didn't grow up gaming themselves.
Yeah, that's definitely a big problem, right? Because some parents, they didn't grow up in that environment. So how would they know what to look out for, right? Like when it comes with all of these things, they just don't know. Like it's such a different world, right? Because nowadays everything is like online based, and a lot of these people that have kids, they didn't grow up that way, right? It's like a different era back then.
Bahasa anak sama bahasa orang dewasa itu kan harus di-tune.
Language of children and
Kita
adults
juga
need to be
harus
synchronized.
seperti anak. Kalau kita tidak melihat dan kita memberikan mereka
If you're not mature as
sebebas-bebasnya,
parents,
ketika kita mau menahan
we'll
mereka,
risk giving them too much
bagaimana
freedom.
ketika kebebasan seseorang itu
Oh.
ditahan? Apa yang akan terjadi? Kita bisa membayangkan.
Back
this guy
at the
again.
Antam Merdeka Hospital, Isa is waiting for a new patient.
Pasien atas nama Bintang Alvin
This guy is the
Junior.
expert. Oh shit!
Vin's mother has decided to bring her second son to seek professional advice.
9 years old, go to hospital for professional advice. All right, addiction in gaming.
Kalau dari gamesnya itu
he's still playing in the hospital. He's still playing when he talk to doctor. You're supposed to talk to the doctor. Why? He's still playing Roblox.
Dampak perilakunya nggak jadi.
He's still playing Roblox non-stop.
Gimana cara untuk apa mengatasi?
So the mom is the one talking.
Supaya nggak terlalu nyanduk ke
gamesnya.
Does this even work though?
Alvin, kita bikin kesepakatan.
Let's make a deal.
Kan ada ibu juga ya. Jadi
she's the witness.
Ibu, ada Alvin juga. Namanya kontrak perilaku. Jadi
behavioral contract.
Kesepakatan gitu. Namanya
do a deal on screen time.
Nah, screen time itu
regulating your playing time with gadgets.
Gadget atau main gamenya.
This is how China is doing it. This is literally the screen time thing is literally how they have in China, right? 1 hour per day or something. That's why you need like ID to log in with stuff, right? But hopefully the other countries don't stoop to that, right? But that's just going to be how it is.
Yang kita atur
should not exceed 3 hours a day.
Sehari. Tapi dikasih jeda.
There will be breaks.
Pagi 1 jam, siang 1 jam.
1 hour in morning, afternoon, and night. He agreed.
Apart from addiction, Indonesian authorities have voiced darker concerns with gaming, ranging from violence to extremism.
Oh shoot, that's such a violent... Oh my goodness. Yo, did the girl just kill the black dude? Oh my... So just randomly kill a black dude in a supermarket? That's violent as heck, bro. Yo, Roblox is so violent. Yo, why would any kids play that?
Ida Ruwaida is a senior researcher at the
GTA
University of Indonesia.
Wow.
Her research covers gender, children, and family issues.
That's insane, man.
Masyarakat kita ini semakin dalam tanda kutip akrab.
Society is increasingly getting used to violence.
Gitu ya. Karena memang saya harus sampai.
Oh my god, they're not. Are they going to say that it's because of games now? Are they going to say people are violent because of games? Is this going to be what they're going to say? This is not only contributed by games.
Bukan hanya
dikontribusi
oleh game-game, tapi kan juga
but also by films
genre-genre
on the big screen and television.
Layar lebar,
is there any research into this though? I feel like people are just spewing this out.
Karena masyarakat kita itu adalah masyarakat visual.
Because our society is a visual, it's not somebody who loves to read.
There are cases of violence related to online gaming in the country. In 2024, a 15-year-old boy strangled his friend in Sambas because of a dispute over payment to upgrade a game.
Oh, shit.
In 2022, a student in Surabaya hit a friend's head with an air pump after being accused of not playing fairly.
Damn, you accuse your friend of cheating? He smacked you in the head with a head pipe. Damn, never accuse somebody of cheating, guys. Never. That's very offensive. You cannot listen. If you play Mobile Legends with your friends, right? If you play League of Legends, like if somebody accuses you of cheating, okay, that's fine, right? But man, violence, right? This is a little bit too far. Is the friend alive? I have no idea.
And after a recent bombing at a school mosque in Jakarta, which injured almost 100, the blame was once again pinned on violent games.
Wait, bombing a mosque? Is because of violent games. Damn.
Restrictions may be imposed on games like PUBG,
true. PUBG
a popular shooting game.
PUBG is always causing people to bomb this, bomb that.
Kan, dari mana mereka mencontoh?
Why do they imitate such violent acts?
Tindak kekerasan tadi, gitu.
From PUBG.
Aksi kekerasan
from
tadi.
PUBG, indeed, right?
Nah, dugaan
where
kita adalah
melalui
media.
idea.
Nah, salah satunya adalah permainan game online.
Online games.
However, the link between gaming and violence is debatable.
It is debatable.
In 2019, researchers at the Oxford Internet Institute at the University of Oxford found violent video game engagement is not associated with observable variability in adolescents' aggressive behavior.
So it's not related?
In 2020, the American Psychological Association said attributing violence to video gaming is not scientifically sound. And
so it's been proven. It's been proven then, like 2019, 2020.
Distracts from other major predictors of future violence.
So games are good because it distracts you from actually conducting real violence in real life. So you can do it in the game instead. You can go to the supermarket and slice people out in Roblox, right? Because now people that are violent, they can do that inside the game. You don't have to do it in real life, right? So games should be allowed to do that. I think this is a good thing, right? Political people, I don't know if it is, right?
Ada game yang kalau saya lihat game kekerasan,
there are games that violence in the form of fighting
aja gitu, adrenalinnya
they aim to boost your adrenaline
gitu. Nah tapi
but the children need this kind of adrenaline boost.
Di umur-umur anak apa perlu adrenalin itu dinaikin gitu misalnya? Kan lebih baik menstimulasi kognitif.
Isn't it better to stimulate cognitive abilities?
But Indonesia worries that the online gaming space is a breeding ground for more than violence.
More than violence.
Reports have emerged of young gamers being pressured or sexually exploited for money.
Oh,
Potential
shit.
predators are using gaming chat rooms to groom their victims, duping them into sharing sexually explicit photos and videos of themselves.
Oh my goodness.
Earlier this year, the Ministry of Women Empowerment and
Be
Child
careful, guys.
Protection
Roblox
announced the formation of a special team to deal with child exploitation and abuses
This is
linked
how it
to
is,
the
right?
digital space.
This is very scary, guys. This is very scary.
Kepolisian juga sudah datengin kita
National
dan
Police have
ngomong
come to
bahwa
us to
ini
discuss
ada
this.
supply dan demand. Bagaimana bisa ada pedofile? Bagaimana bisa ada...
How do pedophiles emerge? I think they spell pedophiles wrong, right? But maybe it's like how they spell it there, I'm not sure. Administration of Women's Empowerment? Yeah, I think that's how it is, right?
Ya karena anak kecil ini udah di grooming. Dan ujungnya adalah faktor keuangan, faktor ekonomi.
Economic factors play
Ketika
a role.
mereka masih muda
When they are young,
dan
they need money
mengharuskan
quickly.
mendapatkan uang dengan cepat, dan mereka hanya
So they are
mengirimkan
tempted to send
beberapa foto
photos?
melalui grooming. Nah, grooming ini kenapa Judget penting banget untuk
Need to
diedukasi.
educate them.
Karena ketika anak 10 sampai 12 sampai 14
10 to 14
tahun
years
mereka
old
kan
are
masih pure.
innocent. Innocent.
And then there are concerns over extremism. Indonesia has its fair share of homegrown terror groups.
Terror groups?
Such as Jamaah Islamiyah, responsible for the Bali bombings.
I'm not aware of this, man. This is too much. A lot of these are crazy.
And offshoots of ISIS.
ISIS there as well?
Authorities have seen groups using games as a recruitment tool for cadres.
What? They recruit people in PUBG? Really? Wait, ISIS recruiting people from PUBG, is it?
Radikalisme ini di sini
radicalism exists in online games.
Ada game auto.
Grand Theft Auto, ISIS, militants reveal video game. What is this? Is this true? I don't think this is true, man. Like, I feel like this is fake news. It doesn't teach you how to use guns. Yeah, like it wouldn't make sense, right? Because it's so easy to trace. Because if it's using game, right? I think it's so easy. Also, you can just report and then you just ban them, right?
ISIS sudah memproduksi Grand Auto Theft.
They need to level up.
Yang kemudian di situ menjadi concern dari banyak pihak bahwa di konten-konten inilah dia diajarkan
this content taught children to hate the West.
Barat. Bagaimana
how to
mereka
destroy the convoy and so on.
Dan sebagainya.
Hating
dan
the
itu
West.
menunjukkan heroisme dari ISIS.
ISIS is heroic? What the heck?
Security analysts say extremist groups are using technology to recruit, radicalize, and exploit young people by infiltrating
These are all
gaming
PUBG,
and
right?
artificial intelligence.
Damn.
It's already happening in Indonesia, and the Indonesian government take it very seriously. Young people, they're naturally curious. They always want to be part of something, part of the belonging. In terms of direct threat coming from offline group like JI has reduced. But in
I mean, I can believe it actually. I can sort of believe. I can believe it that there might be some like terrorist organization that they try to like recruit young people, sort of like they start like with inviting you to a game and then play together and then be like, hey, you want to join our group and stuff. They might not know what that is, right? The people that are young because they don't really know what kind of like purpose these things are for, right?
Of lingering the ideology, moving from only offline space into online
maybe like
one.
there are some people that
and
got caught into
is
this,
one
right?
of the platform
or recruited
that
this way.
Now extremist group has been trying to hijack and exploit for their own purposes.
Damn.
The National Counter-Terrorism Agency is currently finalizing a national plan to combat extremism. It will look to build community and family resilience.
Oh, that's fake, eh?
The National Action Plan will be focusing more on human security not only state security.
You have not seen
so
a girl gamer in this
more
video?
involvement from
No girl gamer,
educators, teachers, parents, and then religious scholar and civil society to deal this very issue.
Finally, the authorities are also concerned that online games provide a gateway to another vice.
Gacha games! Everybody's favorite, gacha games. Gambling.
Kebetulan ada teman-teman UPI, Universitas Pendidikan
The Indonesian Institute of Education in Bandung
yang melakukan
had conducted a study in Bandung.
Terutama pada anak SD.
On elementary school children.
Anak-anak SD itu memanfaatkan
using their parents' mobile
tuanya.
phones.
Nah, termasuk
to
di
pay
dalam
for top up.
Membiayai karena ada game-game yang sebetulnya
some games offer promise of earning money.
Sebetulnya punya iming-iming untuk bisa menghasilkan uang, kan gitu. Nah, ini yang kemudian menjadi bagian dari mereka terjerat, salah satunya adalah judi online tadi.
This is rough.
Some popular online games feature loot boxes, which contain virtual rewards that help the players during the game.
Play like Luca.
They can be bought with in-game currency or real cash.
Wow.
And the loot box contents
are a
mystery until opened. However, studies have shown that the loot box mechanism has a similar effect to gambling, giving the same dopamine rush from winning.
Orang-orang yang adiksi perilaku dopaminnya,
people with behavioral addictions to dopamine, which is a hormone in their brain,
itu
needs to be
perlu
stabilized.
Stabilkan gitu dengan berbagai
it can be done with medication
obat
or behavioral modification
perilaku. Kalau enggak, ya
otherwise their addiction will persist.
Terus gitu, adiksi terus gitu untuk ke gadget atau gawai atau smartphone atau sampai ke
yeah, I'm sure there are people that needs a little bit help with control and stuff.
Online gambling has become a very serious problem in
Indonesia,
indeed,
right?
With an estimated 4 million punters. Last year, a special task force was set up to clamp down on the problem.
Special task force?
Between October 2024 and September this year, the government has removed
Guna game. What game is this?
Between October 2024
what Guna game? Raja Mahjong.
And September this year, the government
oh my god. They're just gonna play the Guna game.
2.8 million digital posts, mostly linked to online gambling.
So is that like slots machine?
Kenapa sih orang bermain judi online?
It's not even an app, it's a web browser, you can see, right? It leads you to this link right here. Right? It's not even a Android or iOS, it's like a web page.
Kenapa sih
website
pekerja A bermain judi online?
Why is it considered a job? Why do people who are earning money?
Dia mendapatkan pendapatan tapi tetap
such as entrepreneurs still play online gaming.
Basis pendapatan
their basic income is low.
Makanya banyak sekali
masyarakat
Indonesia yang tertarik untuk bermain judi online guna untuk
online in order to earn extra income.
Karena tindak kriminalitas tinggi salah satunya adalah untuk membiayai
gaming laptop,
mungkin paket data
gaming
atau
laptop.
Misalnya untuk bisa game, terutama game yang sebetulnya mengarah
gaming laptop but play what? Roblox.
Kepada judi online. Itu mencuri. Salah satunya adalah mencuri.
I like
gitu ya.
Roblox is very important.
Di pedesaan itu banyak yang
people had their clothes stolen from the clothesline.
Misalnya jemuran saja sampai bisa hilang gitu, karena kan berapapun uang
because the perpetrators were desperate for money. Wait, what? Wait, these people needs money so much. They go and steal people's clothes, is it? That people hang to dry, go and steal people's clothes. Oh my goodness, just to be able to, because they need to make the money back, is it? From gambling.
Sulistyo plays online gambling games to supplement his income. The 35-year-old father of 3 works as a part-time contractor at a local TV station and also.
What do you mean by supplement your income? You can't earn from gambling. You're supposed to lose, man. What do you mean?
As a ride-hailing driver, he earns up to 4.5 million rupiah a month, or $271 US.
So $270 USD per month.
Below the minimum wage of around $325 US in Jakarta.
So the cost of living in Jakarta is around 300, all right? Interesting.
He's struggling to wean himself off his addiction, which started in 2016.
Okay.
Kalah ntar menang.
You lose,
kalah,
you win, you lose again.
Menang. Cuman beberapa kali kalau bilang
several times I hit a jackpot.
Orang bilang jackpot, JP lah.
Okay, that's good, right?
Deposit 13.000, menang 800.000. Pas banget kebutuhan lagi.
That's a lot of money.
Butuh nih.
Sounds like a lot for them, right? My children about to enter the school, the money was useful.
Dan itu dalam seminggu.
I won 4 times during that week. 4 times.
But he also remembers the time when he lost 3 million rupiah, or around 180
$180. Okay.
Itu
that was the biggest loss.
Udah gitu, itu ngerasa yang
I felt a sense of failure as the head of the family.
Jadi terutama kepala rumah.
I mean that's how it works. You're supposed to lose, right? That like all of these have like very low chance to win, right?
Ya.
It's literally designed that way.
Ayah anak-anak. Saya rasa saya kecanduan. Udah gitu juga kayak
the addiction makes you feel revengeful.
Kecanduan tuh kayaknya. Padahal kadang pun saya mikir gini. Ini game cuman begini doang.
I think that's why like gacha games and like real life gambling is a bit different, because like real life gambling, right? It makes you angry, it makes you mad, so you want to spend more to basically earn that money back. Right? I think that's like how most people like it's much more damaging compared to like in gacha games. Gacha games you lose 50-50, okay, whatever, you uninstall the game, you get mad, right? But in real life, like people actually try to chase their losses because like they think they can make the money back. So they spend more and more and more, and then they lose even more, right? And then they go and borrow money from their friend, and then their friend lend the money, and then they borrow money from their mom, the mom give them money. So now they lose everything. Right? I've seen it happen before to some of my cousins last time.
Asik ya gitu.
That's how it is.
Sulistyo lives in a rented flat with his wife, a daughter, and 2 sons.
Yeah,
he helps his wife
rough,
sell
man.
popular fish cakes from Sumatra.
Oh, fish cakes.
And delivers the snacks to customers in the neighborhood and outside. But still, his thoughts constantly turn to his online bets.
Always thinking of the online betting.
Harus, makanya saya lebih banyak.
It's going to be difficult.
Ngambil kesibukan.
I have to make myself busy.
Di rumah bantuin bini bikin pempek.
Today at home I help my wife make fish cakes.
Yet for all the hand-wringing around gaming in Indonesia, it can also be beneficial to the country.
Beneficial, true.
Will Indonesia find the balance between banning and building games?
No way. What are they banning though? Sports gambling? If they want to ban Roblox, I understand, right? Because a lot of kids play that, right?
Maju. Gas bang. Bang Prado.
But other than that, Mobile Legends is so cool, man.
Saya Athanasius David Halomuan Syaloho, cuman di in-game saya dikenal
My nickname
dengan
is Swallow.
Sebagai professional player
at he's an esports gamer.
David's typical day includes hours of practice. He competes in a game called Mobile Legends, which has over 100 million monthly users worldwide. Gameplay involves a battle where teams try to break down each other's defenses.
Orangin lu guys. Sikat. Nice banget. Laju telat.
Can they use emulator for Mobile Legends, or they have to use phone?
David is 22 years old. He's been participating in numerous championships
there
in
we go.
Indonesia
Esports,
since
man.
he was a senior high school
He's not messing
student
around.
in Semarang.
He's not here to be Roblox playing brain rot. He's here to actually be esports player.
Studi di Politeknik di Semarang, ngambil teknik
He studied mechanical engineering, okay?
Karena
didn't finish because it was difficult to manage my time. Oh shoot, that's a waste.
Ketertarikan
my interest in the game was so strong.
Aku pengen banget kompetitif lah.
I want to be competitive.
Although his parents were unhappy with his decision, he moved to Jakarta in 2022
Move from the parents,
to become
true.
a professional esports
Move away
player.
from the parents.
In 2025, he was recruited by EVOS Indonesia.
EVOS,
That's one
man.
of the country's top esports organizations.
I don't even know of this one, man.
Esports, or electronic sports,
guys.
is competitive video gaming played by professionals or amateurs in tournaments for prizes.
Wow,
Player
professional.
like David can earn up to 15 million rupiah a month, or around $900 US.
$900 US, that's pretty good.
That's 3 times the minimum wage in Jakarta.
Yeah, it's very good.
Top players can earn much more.
Wow.
Kalau sekarang jelas
my parents are proud with my achievements now.
Kalau mau rekomen buat
I like to recommend young people to become professional players.
Bisa ya. Cuman
there are sacrifices.
Dari aku itu perlu pengorbanan yang besar lah. Kayak dari aku pribadi kan kayak
in my case, I abandoned my studies. I left my family, moved to Jakarta. Okay. That's how it works, right?
Big business in Indonesia, valued at $11.1 million in 2023.
Okay, that's a lot.
And forecast to rise to 16.55 million in 2030.
Wow.
The local gaming industry generates around 71 trillion rupiah, or $4.2 billion
$4.2
annually,
billion,
contributing 0.34% to the GDP.
Game itu adalah salah satu industri yang menurutku lebih
$900 being that much is kind of wow.
Dibandingkan dengan yang lain, karena
I mean,
di kita itu tidak
different,
ada
you know,
umur untuk penyebarannya.
Over there, the living cost is a little bit different, right?
Atau cuma ada di Jakarta, malah
you can find the industry in more cities.
Tersebar di kota-kota lain.
6 Indonesian universities and polytechnics offer courses on game development, according to the Ministry of Communication and Digital Affairs.
Ini menjadi salah satu lapangan kerja yang
why is so zoom in on his face,
masa
man?
depan sangat menjanjikan.
I mean,
juga,
like that
gitu.
zoom in is too much.
Industri ini juga arahnya semakin
I feel like you gotta
positif.
chill out with the zoom in, right?
In 2024, then President Joko Widodo, or Jokowi,
right?
signed a decree to speed up the development of the gaming industry because of its
speed
potential.
Up gaming.
Provides incentives to developers, such as access to financing, tax incentives, and promotion.
That's a good thing, I think.
Indonesia has around 400 developers, which sell their products in a number of countries. The top market being the United States, with over 70% of developers selling their games there.
Okay.
One of the games developed by Riris Marpang and her company is called My Lovely Wife.
My Lovely Wife.
It's popular among her clients in the United States and China because of the positive message.
Guna game. Is it Guna game?
Mengajarkan bahwa orang yang berada
the game shows that it's possible to get out of toxic relationship.
Bisa keluar dari hal yang
is it like a visual novel?
Yang menyiksa gitu ya, dan
it could be visual novel, right?
Akan lebih lega, akan lebih bebas,
once you're out, you'll be free and can pursue the happiness.
Kebahagiaan yang sesungguhnya. Sebenarnya udah banyak banget game-game
many games created by developers here have gone global. Just published on Steam, right?
So if the government moves to ban Roblox, one of the most popular games in the world, as well as put restrictions on games with violence, how will that impact the esports and development sectors? After all, many of the games that hold popular esports tournaments contain some element of violence.
True, it's pretty violent, right? All of these games are violent.
Kemarin ngejuriin game nih di Indonesia Game
Ban
Week.
kids.
Gitu ya. Ada anak-anak SMK bikin game di Roblox, ngasilin duit. Gamenya tentang lingkungan hidup.
Game gives them an income, it's about the environment, picking up garbage.
Nggak setuju dong, nggak setuju
I don't agree with ban on games.
Tinggal pemerintah berhitung.
I think it's up to the government to calculate the losses.
Mereka menutup Roblox
for banning Roblox or benefits from doing so.
Benefit yang didapatkan ketika mereka.
What do you guys think? Do you guys think they will ban Roblox?
Menutup Roblox, ya. Nah ini yang perlu saya sampaikan.
I need to convey that the government needs a basis before implementing a policy.
Mereka melakukan sebuah kebijakan termasuk
including closing Roblox or other online games.
Online lainnya adalah kita juga sudah
we already have a regulation for children
untuk anak-anak yang memang dia dibatasi oleh
in the digital sphere that includes age limitations.
Yang dia terkait dengan lingkungan di ruang digital.
Oh shoot,
the regulation was signed by President Prabowo Subianto in March 2025.
Damn, that's quite recent.
To protect children from the negative impacts of digital technology, such as pornography, violence, child exploitation, and personal data violation.
Nah, so are they banning Roblox?
Itu harus ada pendampingan orang
under 18 must have parental supervision. The law also explains that when you register an email address, phone number and so on,
itu
you need your ID and family card. Oh shoot.
In October, the government launched the Indonesia Game Rating System, or IGRS.
Okay, there we go.
The rating system will come into effect in 2026.
2026. A lot of gacha games might get banned, guys.
semua game yang masuk ini
all games
juga
that enter
ada
this market have a
gitu.
rating.
Apakah ini untuk semua umur, apakah ini untuk
whether it's for all ages 13 plus or adults.
Dewasa gitu loh. Karena balik lagi sebenarnya secara global
this rating system is already in place globally.
Sudah berlaku ya. Sudah ada. Itu sebuah regulasi yang menurut saya sangat baik.
This is a very good regulation.
Gitu loh. Karena akhirnya
because we finally
kita
have our
punya
own standards
kita sendiri, rating system kita sendiri.
Which allows us to know
dimana memang kita
to
jadinya
whom
tahu,
the
gitu.
game is intended.
Ini untuk siapa sih diperuntukannya? Karena mindsetnya selama ini kan game itu untuk anak-anak.
Games are always for children.
But should the government take it further?
Take it further.
In China, children are limited to a total video game playing time of about 15 hours during their month-long winter school holiday.
Okay.
Strict rules designed to prevent them from becoming addicted to games.
China's rule.
Terus juga dari device, kalau kita ngomong
devices such as smartphones, you can lock them.
Udah bisa berapa lama sih sebenarnya dia bisa memainkan itu dan semua segala macam.
A related regulation is being considered. The Ministry of Communication and Digital Affairs mooted plans to limit gadget use for children. At the local level, many schools restrict the use of devices.
I think that's fair, right?
Jadi
for
2
school,
minggu sekali
right?
baru boleh pegang gadget.
Allowed to use
Program-program
gadgets
ini bisa
2 times a
dilakukan.
day,
Tapi sekolah rakyat yang kemarin yang saya hadirin itu sudah melakukan dan anak bisa bebas dari gadget nggak? Bisa kok dengan jam
outside
sekolah,
school hours,
di
they
luar
can do
sekolah
sports.
olahraga, diisi dengan materi-materi, sampai diurus
you set a
jam
rule
tidurnya,
such as their sleeping hours and meal
makannya.
times.
Yang penting mereka punya ruang positif
Should create a
untuk
positive
mereka
space for them to
bermimpi.
reach their dreams.
Saya yakin itu pasti bisa dilakukan.
I'm sure it's possible.
On the flip side, rather than being a distraction for students, some schools have games as a great supplement for teaching, like this school in West Java.
QR code.
Kita ini avatar sebagai murid
Wait,
harus
that's a
mencari
touchscreen
seorang
TV.
guru.
What the heck?
Guru tersebut akan memberikan pertanyaan dan pertanyaan ini akan yang harus dijawab. Misal adalah kumpulkan.
Wait, they play
Kalau
games in the
benar,
class?
akan terjawab benar
What
dan
game is
kalian
this?
akan mendapatkan poin benarnya.
You got one of
Lanjut
those in
lagi
your
kalian
classroom?
harus mencari guru.
Really?
Kembali dan menjawab pertanyaan. Menurut saya ya Pak ya pribadi untuk
There are pros and
permainan
cons in
games
online games.
khususnya itu ada baiknya ada tidaknya. Tergantung dari
It depends on how we protect our students.
Misalkan kalau di sekolah
We
adalah
regulate or limit
pihak sekolah bisa mengatur ataupun
the
bisa
amount of time they spend on their
membatasi
handphones.
penggunaan handphone. Dan
Yup.
pihak di rumah pun juga harusnya
It should be
seperti
at home
itu.
too, right? That's correct. The kids should stop using phones.
Meanwhile, these kids in Jakarta are playing a game of the singing dragon. It's a race,
This is a
not
school.
to get caught.
It is a
in
school,
the
man.
sun. It's the brainchild
That's the school.
of Agnina Wadini, who has an innovative idea to wean children off gaming,
No more playing games.
reviving interest in
Playing with
traditional
each other.
games. Agnina and a group of 100 volunteers promote the games through social media.
Wow.
They organize events at schools and public spaces.
No more Roblox. No more Roblox, alright? That's how it is.
Saya ingat ya ada yang pernah
Solve,
bilang,
problem solve.
oh ternyata anak saya bisa ya nggak nyari
Parents told
handphone
me that
selama
the children
3 jam.
survive 3 hours
Ternyata
without
bisa
gadgets.
ya. WHO pernah bilang bahwa kecanduan bermain game itu
Gaming
sebagai
addiction is a
itu
disorder.
suatu hal yang memang
It's
sudah
a global
memprihatinkan di
concern.
mata dunia. Jadi ini bukan hanya masalah anak Indonesia. Makanya salah satunya gimana ini permainan tradisional bisa melestarikan dan juga sebagai obat
This is what they
mungkin
used to
anak-anak
play,
yang udah
right?
hampir
Before
mau kecanduan atau
smartphone
yang
was
sudah
a thing.
kecanduan dengan gadget itu. Sebenarnya kan yang dibutuhkan anak ini kan pendampingan, temen gitu ya, teman main.
Playing
daripada
outside is
hanya
no longer
sebatas,
common. I know.
mereka main gadget.
You gotta bring it back, man. Or else the kids, they be playing Roblox whole day. Play with sticks and stones. Oh, he's back from hospital.
After
now.
taking his son to a psychiatrist for a consultation, Nur Chayanti has received some advice on how to manage his gaming addiction.
No, he's still playing though. He's still playing Roblox.
Untuk kalau main gamenya nanti
There's no such thing as
saya udah
cure,
ada
man.
rencana sih untuk jadwalnya. Untuk screen time. Jadi
Screen
ada
time?
waktu-waktunya untuk main game.
3
misalnya,
hours per day.
Kalau di hari
Wow.
libur nih ada jam-jamnya dia untuk main gamenya. Terus dia juga si Alvin juga
Alvin
udah
is
oke
fine
sih.
with the plan.
Karena sekarang dia lagi senang gemar banget sama game ya. Jadi dia pengennya tuh
He
jadi
loves playing games, of course.
gamer
Roblox.
dibilang, gamer YouTube gitu.
He told me he wants to be a gamer, a YouTube gamer.
Mana kita juga nggak tahu yang ntar kayak gimana dia, tapi
He wants to be a YouTube
orang
gamer,
tua tuh
guys.
tetap harus ada
As parents, we must support him
pengawasan
until
orang
he
tua
grows
sampai
up.
dia nanti besar.
Wow. YouTube gamer. Maybe one day you guys will be watching his video. Alright, that's what it is. That's what it is, right? The kid needs to be on the previous wholesome school. I mean, like, at the end of the day, I think for parents, you gotta guide them a little bit, right? Because you can't, the kid's 9 years old, right? He won't know what he wants to do, right? At the end of the day, once he reach 18, if that's the decision that he wants, then okay, maybe, right? But in most cases, he's a little bit too young. In the future, he'll be playing 50 gacha games. 50 gacha games. Maybe, maybe that's going to be the case. But oh my god, that was a long video, man. By CNA Insider. Apparently the bill passed, right? You guys saw they signed. It was signed by the president. That's a link, by the way. But it will go into effect in 2026, right? So I'm not sure if they will ban any gacha games or not, right? There's a chance that could be a thing, right? But yeah, we'll see. This is going to happen in Indonesia for now, but maybe it will happen to more places, more countries. That kid will come for my throne? I guess so, Most likely, man.